Hi all, today I'm showing you my grandma's southern coconut pie. It is very easy to make and super delicious. Ingredients you'll need. I've listed everything here that you'll need to make the pie. Now first up, to a large mixing bowl, I'm going to add a half a cup of granulated sugar. And then I'm going to add a quarter cup of cornstarch, and I'm going to mix everything together. I'm going to use the back of a spatula just to break up any lumps and just fully incorporate everything together. It's really important to have a smooth pastry cream. And then next, I'm just going to measure out 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter and put it to the side. I'll cut it in pieces. And then I'm going to add to a large saucepan 2 cups of half and half. And then to the side, I'm going to take 4 egg yolks and put them in a fine mesh strainer. I'm going to take all the whites out before I put them there. And then I'm going to take the back of a spatula and I'm going to work the egg yolks into the pan through the fine mesh strainer. I want to get out any of the, the white parts that hang on. I don't know the name of it, but this will give you a very smooth and delicious pastry cream, this step. It's a little extra work, but it just takes a moment. And then I'm just taking the back of the spatula and getting the last of it off the back. But you can see inside the mesh strainer that some stuff was left behind. And now I'm just going to thoroughly mix the egg yolks and the half and half together. And now I'm just adding the cornstarch and sugar mixture. And then I'm going to whisk everything to fully incorporate it. You'll notice I'm doing this off the heat. It's super important you do it off the heat because you want to make sure it's fully incorporated before you put it on the heat or you'll get lumps. That's just my tip from me to you. It works every time. Now I'm going to put the pastry cream that I'm making here on the stove over a medium flame. I'm going to bring the pastry cream to a boil and stir continuously. It's going to come together so fast. You'll see. And now it's thickening really, really fast together. You'll see. There we go. Keep stirring. And then I'm going to pull it from the heat because I only needed to boil it for just a moment. And now it's done. And now I'm going to add the unsalted butter. I knocked over my vanilla, but I picked it up fast. And now I'm just adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to keep stirring because you're going to really fully incorporate it. It's going to look like it's not going to come together, but it will. And see, it came together. And now I'm just adding 1 cup of sweetened coconut. And then again, I'm just going to stir thoroughly to incorporate, and your pastry cream is done. And I'm going to put it in a storage container, and I'm going to put it inside the refrigerator because you want to let it cool down. And you don't have to use it right away. You can make it a couple days before. That's certainly acceptable. And then pull it out when you're ready to make the pie. Because you're using a par-baked pie shell. Sorry, I couldn't think. And then placing it in the refrigerator to cool. And next I'm going to work on the sweetened whipped cream. This is ingredients you'll need. I've listed everything here to make life easier. First up, we're going to measure out 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. This is not a diet food. Not at all in any way. And then we're going to add it to the stand mixer, the cream. And then we're going to whip it on high. And I'm going to add a packet of gelatin. You'll see I've stopped it. Add a packet of gelatin. This will help keep the peaks of the whipped cream for days. It won't deflate. It will stay together. And then we're going to return to whipping it on high. And now I'm going to add a quarter cup of granulated sugar. And then I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. This is my homemade stuff. I almost knocked it over earlier and ruined it. It would have been so sad. It takes a long time to make. So then I've achieved a stiff peak, as you can see. And now I'm going to toast some sweetened coconut flakes in the oven, but half a cup to a cup, depending on how much you want. And it's in a preheated 350-degree oven. You're toasting it. And I didn't show this, but when I removed the foil, I'll show you the picture of the foil. It's never happened before where part of the pie crust came away. But because I always save a bit just in case something happens, and I put some down at the bottom to repair it. So that's what this is. You can do that. I should have showed a picture. I didn't think about it. Sorry. I'd like to see what I made. I made a pie crust. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for half an hour so it can get nice and cold again before I put it back in, or before I put it in the oven. I'm par baking it in the refrigerator for like 40 minutes, I guess. I put double foil and I put my baking beans in there, and now I'm going to put it in the oven. Now I'm baking it at 400 degrees, and I did it for 20 minutes. It wasn't enough, so I put it back in. It's still a little raw, so I put it back in. And I did another 10 minutes. Then I removed the beans and put it back in again. So now I'm just going to add the pastry cream to the bottom of the pie shell that I baked off. And I'm going to smooth it out. You don't have to be exact or perfect or precious about it. And now I'm adding the whipped cream on top. Had to taste it. And then I just put the whipped cream on top, and I try to smooth it out as best I can. And you think the 2 cups is a lot. It's not. It's the right amount. It's the perfect amount. Because this is I think this is a 9.5 pie shell I use. Normally I would use a 9-inch pie shell. By the way, I'm bringing out the toasted coconut. Be sure not to burn it. I watch it as I'm baking it in the oven. I'm toasting it. And then I just put it on a plate to let it cool. And then next I am going to garnish the in of the pie with the toasted coconut flakes, and then you're done. And then you can eat it. It's actually a pretty fast pie. And this is what it looks like. It's so delicious. Make it. I guarantee you everyone will love it. To help our channel grow, please like, subscribe, and comment. It's super important. If you can please become a subscriber. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help us out tremendously. All right. Thank you all for your help. These are our new times. We post videos 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 12 noon. And if you haven't hit the subscriber button, please do so, and the notification bells so you never miss a video. Thank you all for watching. We're so very grateful for you coming on by and watching one of our little videos. And additionally, all of our subscribers, new and old, for supporting us and helping us grow. We're so very grateful. As always, stay safe and be blessed.